This is video 5 of 5 describing the sales process of the bike sales system. This video explains back ordering bikes and making special bike orders. To understand back ordering, we need to look at the quantity column of the bike stock list. If I sort by quantity, we see that there are a number of bikes with zero quantity, which means they are not in stock. We see that we have a maximum of 11 in stock of the JD Bug MS185F and various quantities of other bikes. If we add a bike with a quantity of less than 1 to a sale, it automatically becomes a back-ordered bike, and the system treats it specially. Let's do that now. I'll create a new sale for staff member testing and choose a bike that's not in stock, like the Scott Sportster P2. I'll add that bike to the sale, and the system warns me that I'm about to back order a bike, just in case I've selected the wrong bike or I don't know what I'm doing, but we know what we're doing in this case, so we click OK. That adds the bike to the sale, and we see that the quantity of the Scott Sportster is now -1, which means it's back ordered. We also notice that the received column checkbox is not ticked. This bike is not yet received. If we were to add a bike that was in stock, this Zero Nitrox, we see that that is received. The received checkbox is ticked. So at this point, all I need to do is add a customer to the sale, add most likely a partial payment, let's say $200, and it won't remind me about a serial number because we can't yet fill in the serial number because we don't physically have the bike in stock. So at this point, I'll be able to complete the sale. Now, we need to do two things. We need to remind the customer when the bike comes in, and we need to then, when the customer comes, we need to find the sale. So there's two scenarios where we need to find pending sales like this. We've discussed pending sales in previous videos and noted that to show pending sales, we click the Show Pending checkbox. And now we see that our back-ordered bike is right on the top, being the newest sale, not received, balance of $900, a payment of $200. There's also another way to find back-ordered bikes. This would not be done by sales staff day to day, but let's have a quick look at it. We go to the Tools menu and choose Bikes. Now this is where the bike stock list is maintained. This is where new models are created and where items are added to the bike stock list. And this column shows physical bikes, actual bikes that have been sold or will be sold and have serial numbers and various information that only a physical bike has. So what we want to see is bikes that are not received. So we'll untick Show Received, and we don't want to see unsold bikes. All we want to see is sold, unreceived bikes. And there's our Scott Sportster. Again, the R is not ticked. It's not received. Also, the received checkbox appears here. Appears in two places. So at this point, once we've found our bike, we can go to the sale by clicking this Sale button. Takes us to the sale, and we see there's our sale with the back-ordered bike. And that describes how to back-order a bike. It's actually quite a simple process, but there are a couple of things to note. Related to back ordering is special ordering a bike. That's the case where the bike doesn't appear in the stock list at all. It's either a new model or more commonly, just a new color and size of a model. Now let's create another new sale for staff member testing, and let's special order a bike by clicking the special order button. Here's the special order window. In its default state, it's ready to create a whole new model, specifying the brand, the type, choosing the model, actually typing in the model name, deciding who it's for, men, women, boys, girls, or anybody, color, size, price, and wholesale cost. That's a big job to create a new model. You need a lot of information, and you need to be sure you know what you're doing, because in most cases you won't be creating a new model. You'll just be selecting a model from this list, from the existing list, say the Black Thunder 24, type in a new color that doesn't exist in the stock list, or a new size, say it's a gray medium, it's a men's bike, and at this point we just click OK. So that's a very simple scenario where you don't have to create a new model. If there is a case where you're creating a new model, at least initially you may want to ask a more senior staff member if that's absolutely necessary, because in most cases it will not be. So let's go ahead and do the simple special order where we're not creating a new model. When I click OK, it will remind us that we're back ordering a bike. We say OK because we know what we're doing. You see it's actually added that bike into our stock list. Don't see it there, but I did see the stock list change. So we click OK, and there it is, a brand new mold. Not a new model, but a new mold. Molds are these items that appear in the stock list. And here's our sale. So we need to add a customer to that sale. I'll just double click on Scott Gardner, and we'll take a partial payment of, say, $100 and complete that sale. Now again, if we want to look at the sale, we need to show pending sales, because that special order is a back-ordered bike by definition. We didn't have it in stock, therefore it needs to be back-ordered. So I'll show pending, and we see there's Scott Gardner's back-ordered, special ordered bike. He owes $299 on it out of a total of $399. And again, that special order is not yet received. We see that the received checkbox is not ticked. We could also find this back-ordered bike on the bike window, but you would normally not need to go to the bike window for this operation. So that's a description of special ordering a bike, making a special order with the special order button. And that concludes the Bike Sales System sales training video series. We recommend reviewing these 5 videos, especially video 3, Useful Features.